My name is Spiro Villioti. Join us as we unpick the threads of our creative fashion community, always remembering our values of nurturing, being commercially savvy and extraordinary. It's a crazy place filled with fun, passion, dedication and so much laughter, which we love.
It's 2021, our first week back at the office, and the cats are away, which means the mice come out to play.
Welcome. I'm Spiro Villioti. This is my institute.
Cannot be a day back at Villioti without some Greek coffees, obviously.
What do you say? How do you say cheers in Greek? Should we ask
No.
Google? Let's ask Google.
Ask Google.
Google, what is cheers in Greek?
In Greek, you would say "steniasas."
This is Jess's first Greek coffee.
Yeah. Be careful, because if you have too much of a big sip, you get a drink of mud.
Yeah, and the mud's not nice.
Imagine didn't tell me.
That
would be good TV.
I'm too scared to drink now.
You
Can
can
I
see?
swirl it now?
A little bit more.
Oh, you see.
A little bit more.
And now?
More.
I'm
Oh,
too scared.
Go,
One
go.
sip.
One little sip.
I've been having little sips this whole
Okay, one
time.
medium sip. You taste that.
Okay, now swirl. Swirl, 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 swirl. Can I top over?
Mm. Mm-mm.
No, just put the cup down.
Okay, now we leave it for a bit and then we'll tell your fortune.
Oh, okay.
Did you enjoy your coffee, Jess?
I did. Thanks, Josh. That was
And we
really
also
nice.
got, wait.
What does that mean? Love.
Someone loves you. Who's in the pipeline, Jess?
No one.
Okay,
It's friend love, that.
friend love. I
Yeah.
love you.
Yes, exactly. Now you broke our love.
No, look at that. You've got a trip coming along.
Oh,
So, I don't know where you're going.
I don't know either.
Oh, you got two.
Oh, I've got
Another
two
one.
trips coming.
Two trips coming. You've got no worries. Look how nice and clean the inside
Oh,
of your cup
beautiful.
is. That's stunning. Got lots of money coming in. Big clump of money coming in.
Oh, wow.
There's quite a steady flow of money.
Did you
Oh,
learn
it's a
that?
happy cup. I learned it from Spiro. Don't you know I'm part of the family?
Yes, you are. I've heard many stories about you. But I'd actually like to hear your story told by you.
My story?
Yes, so Spiro told me when I studied here, he told me that you have quite the history here and that you're basically part of the furniture. And I'd actually love to hear your story.
This much is true. Okay, well, I'll start off. I've got roots here. I've always been interested in the Villioti Fashion Institute and obviously the way that everybody does things at the institution, because from a very young age I had been approaching Spiro
Yeah.
and Vanessa wanting to study here. And I'm 27 years old now, but the first time I showed my face at Villioti was like back in the days.
Yeah.
And I was 14 when I first came here. I was in grade 9.
Yes, my goodness.
Grade 9 in high school.
That's crazy.
And it was quite the rigmarole because I first found out about the institution in a Elle magazine.
Okay.
I don't even know if people read magazines anymore.
I don't.
I'm
so.
showing my age. So I found the advert in an Elle magazine because I always wanted to be like you have those typical dreams when you're younger. I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be I wanted to be a choreographer. I wanted to dance with the
Oh,
stars.
my goodness.
How's that? But
And look
then
at you now.
I always had a strong draw towards fashion, and I mean in some of the previous episodes you would have seen my interest in fashion dolls.
Yes.
But that being a way to express myself from a creative point of view, but using dolls as a canvas. So fashion's always been indirectly influencing my life in some sense. So at 14, when I opened up this Elle magazine, I saw an advert for the Villioti Fashion Institute. Well, it was called something different then, Villioti Fashion Institute, and I was like, I have to be here. I have to come and see it. I need to just take in as much as I can take in. So initially, the idea going forward to my parents, it was very different, and it was very not normal from in my family setup to want to really go into fashion. So I kind of made a plan. My brother worked just down the road from the institution, and he was a salesman at the time for a stationery place. And his one colleague loved me, and she was very, very supportive of my decisions, if I can say. So I arranged a lift with them, and I found the institution, came in, and I said, I want to study here. And they were like, okay, cool. Looked at the place, came back with my mom. My mom looked at the place as well. She was cowboyish. I was dressed to the nines, of course. And Spiro turned around and said, well, you can't come and study here now. You're too young. You need to finish high school. And I said, but I don't want to finish high school. I want to study fashion, and I want to do everything. And I had this little file where I put all these drawings that I just did into the file, thick, massive.
Wow.
Full of illustrations and little drawings and stuff, and I brought it to him, and he was like, cool, love it, great, but you need to finish school. So every single year, from 14 years old, every single year I'd come back and kind of see what was happening. I saw the Parsons course, I saw how the students developed. This is all when I was in high school. I went to some of the end of the year fashion shows. I then came back when I was 17 to do my actual interview, sat in Spiro's office and did the interview, and then obviously got accepted into the Villioti Fashion Institute, and it was one of very, very important part of my life because it put me in a very unique direction, and I've been able to meet some amazing people along my road studying, but also once I obviously finished studying, got offered the job to work with Mr. Villioti and with everyone else. I don't even know why I'm saying Mr. Villioti. Work with Spiro and Vanessa and the team, and I was so happy to do that because I think from 14 years old, every bit of me and a bit of my interest was really strong towards not only fashion but also to the Villioti fashion brand. So it's no doubt that I'm working in a place that I feel very, very comfortable in, and that I've got an amazing connection with such amazing people. And I've been able to do so much, from being able to help out at Fashion Week, to being able to meet some really cool people, taking on the opportunity to work at really cool events, teaching. I've been able to teach, and I think that was also, teaching was a really lovely opportunity to be able to share what I know with people out there and watch their creativity grow. Has also been amazing. So my experience so far has been truly rewarding, and I look forward to many, many years of being at the Villioti Fashion Institute too.
That's beautiful, Josh. Gave me chills as you were talking there.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
So you said that you illustrated, hey? You still illustrate today?
I do, and I teach I am busy teaching one of the fashion design short courses at the moment.
Josh, please will you show me your illustrations, or will you illustrate for me?
Oh, you've caught me on the spot.
That's okay. We're at the varsity. We can quickly grab paper and everything.
1 second, let me go grab all that type of stuff.
Okay.
Got it.
Yay.
Got everything you need. Hold Well, everything I need.
Everything you need.
specifically. Okay, well, what would you like me to draw? That's the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just go to town, shall we?
Yes.
And gifted to
Yes.
you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wow, thanks, Josh.
It's a pleasure. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I definitely did. You're making me feel ashamed here.
No, don't.
I'll-
Very easy. I've been doing this for a very long time.
I'll
so
practice and then I'll come challenge you.
Happy, challenge accepted. Well, that's my story, Jess.
It's a very beautiful story. Thank you so much for sharing it with me, Josh.
It's a pleasure. Jess,
Yes.
you interrogated me on my story. Now I need to find out what your story is, honey.
My story. Okay, let me
Gosh.
just put this out of the way.
Teacher Jess.
Yes, you caught me while I was doing work.
So tell me now your story. How did you
My
find out about
story.
Villioti? How was your experience? Your graduation?
Yes.
That was a big thing.
That
remember?
was a big thing, yes. Well, I think actually it starts with when I was in high school. I always knew I actually wanted to be in fashion. But, you know, even with my generation, fashion really isn't seen as a career. So I was so scared to tell my parents and all that. And my mom was actually listening to mine and my sister's conversations. And she phoned and she went on Google and just searched to all the varsity she could find. She made phone calls and everyone's applications were already closed. And then Villioti was actually the last place my mom called. And my mom just said, everyone said the applications are closed except for Villioti. And I think it was Minette who was working in reception.
I remember Minette.
Yeah, it was Minette working in reception. And she told my mom applications are closed, but they would actually love to still see me for an interview. So she tells my mom I must bring a mood board and sketches. My mom, she comes home, she tells me, Jess, I've got great news for you. I know what your career path is and you mustn't be ashamed of it. Bring me your mood board. And I'm like, my mood what?
What's a mood board?
What's a mood board? So she says, I don't know. I'm like, okay. So I go on Pinterest and I look up mood board. And I don't know any context of a mood board and I just see these random pictures. So I just start cutting up random pictures and magazines. And I stuck it to a board and I brought that. But I was sewing way before, like during high school. Absolutely loved it. Had a family that a few seamstresses within our family, but no one wanted to teach me, so I was self-taught. And I brought my matric dance dress to the interview. Spiro, I remember the day he looked at the dress. So he inspects the whole dress. I didn't have an overlocker. didn't know how to do most of the sewing at that time. So he looks at the dress and I'm like, yeah, sorry, I burnt the edges with a lighter so it wouldn't fray. And he just looks at me, frowns, continues looking. And then he looks at me and he's like, I've got one question. How do you get in and out of the dress? I made a mermaid dress with no zipper, no buttons. And I just go, then Spiro, I had my little interview, had to do a little exam. I got into the varsity, but because I applied late, I didn't get my books for like the first month or
Yes.
so. And first year and second year was a ball for me. I absolutely loved it, but third year was tough. It was a lot of work, which was very fun because that's the time that you get to do your first collection. You grow, you start doing your own aesthetic and all that. But also in my third year, my dad fell ill. And
I'm sorry.
It's all better now. So no sadness. But at the time, we were told that my dad wasn't going to be with us for long. And it was right at the time where I was supposed to graduate. And I was going to drop out and just leave the varsity so I can be with my family. And Spiro actually had a meeting with my mom, and the varsity, Spiro said that I should just rather not write my exams, continue next year, and he still allowed me to show my collection so that my dad could see, but unfortunately he couldn't be with us that night. I showed my collection twice. I'm a very lucky girl because then the year
So the
after,
first time your dad didn't see the collection, but in the following year...
Yeah, he was going to, and then he was there, but he couldn't handle it. So he was in, out. Didn't really enjoy the entire experience or see what I've made or anything. Yeah, and then after the exams and the fashion show, the next year, in the beginning of the year, I did all my exams. And then Spiro, when he asked me how my parents are doing, and that's when he found out that my dad is still with us, and everything just flipped all of a sudden and everything was great again. And then he actually offered me the opportunity to show my collection again so that my dad could watch it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. And that's when I knew I'm loved here. No, I knew that long before.
Of course, you've always been loved here.
Yeah, I always tell my mom this is like second home. Third home is the fabric store, you know.
So some context as well. Jess was in first year.
Yes.
Jess was in first year when I was in third year.
year.
So there's a connection there.
Yeah, we've known one another for a bit. So we are a little family.
Yes.
I must say, I never saw myself teaching, but I absolutely love working with people as a teacher. Not working with people as, you know,
psychologist.
Yes.
Well, a little bit of that as well.
No, I absolutely love it here. But don't want to go.
Well,
That's my story.
Thank you for talking to us, Jess.
Pleasure.
So I'm busy teaching a course tonight, a short course specifically. I'm busy doing some fashion designing today. That's the subject I teach, or the short course I teach. And Jess is here too. She's just having her dinner.
And getting coffee.
She teaches garment construction.
Pattern engineering tonight. So tonight is patterns for beginners, and on Saturdays it's garment construction for beginners.
Yeah, so we're going to go take a bit of a walk around in my class and get to meet some of the students, see why they're studying and why they're taking up these extra classes. And yeah, very excited. Let's see what Uncle Jared's doing today. Painting.
Just playing with the gouache. Yes. Are you going to ask me any questions?
Yes. So why are you here?
I'm here to learn about fashion, but also in the end, I think I'd like a career change. I'd like to have my own label one day. It's streetwear inspired, but you never know how it develops. Maybe it becomes something more full-fledged than just streetwear, but that's definitely where I want to start. But certainly with Josh's fashion design class, we're learning, a lot about creativity and sort of nurturing an idea from start to finish and creating a collection, which has been extremely interesting. And we're just still going through the processes on how, to go from start to finish and the creative process.
Two birds, one stone.
Two birds, one stone.
Why Villioti? And what do you do?
For a living?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Villioti, because it came highly recommended, and I know it's one of the top fashion schools in South Africa, particularly in Joburg. And I think there's a bit of a prestige to it because it's in Hyde Park too. And then I own a security company. We provide guarding and arm response. It was a means to an end when I didn't really know what I wanted to do many years ago. We made it into a business, but it's not my passion. So that's what I do for a living, and this is what I'd rather do for a living. Not fashion design or illustration itself, even though it's a big part of it, but I actually want to make the clothes and express myself in that way,
Perfect.
Yeah.
How beautiful I draw. How beautiful.
This is Miriam.
You're supposed to tell people how beautiful your stuff is. You're supposed to tell
I'm
you.
proud I have teachers like Josh. Thank you. And
So-
senior, Miriam.
Miriam's showing off my drawings to everyone.
half. سلام به همگی. حالتون خوبی؟
Takalani,
Hi Josh.
how are you?
Why are you interviewing yourself?
Good. So why fashion?
I'm talking.
My mom,
Your mum?
yeah,
Everything. That's very
my mom
nice.
started making clothes in 1986, and then she left her job, and then she would make jerseys at night while we're sleeping, and then at the age of 58 to do her fashion design degree, and then she completed. Now she's going on pension, so I'm the only girl, so she's literally pushing me to say, you need to take over. So that's why I'm here.
That's lovely.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is she's good in making clothes. I love textiles and the detail on clothing, so that's the other reason why I'm here.
Okay, and you're enjoying, I know you particularly have been really happy that you can do a fashion illustration now.
Yes, this is my second time trying it. I came in 2018 and then I dropped out because I couldn't draw at all. But now I'm getting there, thanks to Josh.
Love it. Yay!
Thank you, Josh.
Hello, Angela.
Let me just remember what I was saying in the first place.
Well, let's first start off with hello, Angela.
Okay, let me compose myself.
Can you smile a little bit?
You know what I mean? It's like, so I didn't know I'm coming to acting school. I thought I'm doing fashion.
Yeah, but you have to.
Okay, cool.
A
Let's
designer needs to be able to face the cameras, let's just say.
No, they don't have to. They can just design, and then pretty girls come and they show your designs. You know what I mean?
No.
It's way better. So
Sorry,
I wanted
Angela.
to say hello.
Hello, Angela.
And I wanted to say, actually, that I really enjoy your class.
Oh, thank you.
I'll say exactly the same thing, but
I'm crazy.
I just wanted to say that I never was able to understand the whole process of how it works when you create a collection from beginning to the end. It was always a mystery for me, and the way you explained that, it was really cool. It's very understandable. But I think the biggest win I'm getting out of this course is that I opened my imagination so much, and the creativity just flows, and I enjoy it.
It's so good.
I enjoy it so much. I think you just opened the whole world for me, so thank you.
That's good to hear. And then what do you do career-wise?
I'm working in a publishing company with my husband, and we're doing He just released a book for kids, actually. But we're doing it for educational purposes. You know, we've got a dictionary, my maths buddy dictionary for kids. So yeah, that's what we do. I'm on the marketing side and on the finances.
Lovely.
But I always wanted to do creations like fashion. So.
And now you are.
And I'm changing my career to start doing that.
And we're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Angela. I think it's about time we give the cats a bit of a call. The mice are feeling desperate to hear from the bosses. So I'm going to give Spiro a call and see what he is up to at the moment. Let's see. Hello, Spiro.
Hello, Josh.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fantastic. I see you on a swing of some sort.
Yeah, it's my swing, yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. Look how lovely the day is. And there's Vanessa in the background.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day. Look.
It's lovely. Do you want to see what the day is like here?
Yes.
Okay, I need to manage this. 1 second.
Is it raining?
Miserable.
Oh, wow. No, I'd rather be here, thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm slightly jealous.
Even though we're not allowed to go to the beach because of lockdown, but being here by our lake is fine.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It is amazing. So how is everybody there?
Everyone's doing very well. Very well. So far, so good.
That's good.
We're all very eager for the year to start, and we can't wait to have everyone all back together and just see what the new year has to bring.
Yeah, and we miss you all here as well. Not really, but anyway. Oh, I do. I'm just kidding. I'd rather be here.
Well, we miss you.
Cool. So, our president is speaking again tonight, so I'm a bit nervous of what he's going to say.
No, he's not speaking.
He's not.
Maybe he had a meeting this morning.
Oh, they had a meeting this morning. They're not speaking. I don't know. The whole world is gone. I mean, England is in lockdown. Quite sad, actually. Can't wait till this whole COVID thing is over.
Yeah, it is. My brother relocated, and he's also having some troubles with the lockdown in England.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the whole world, I mean, it's crazy. Hopefully we can all return soon one day, I hope, to normal, because I think the whole world is exhausted about living like this.
Yeah, I think so too. But we need to stay positive, and we need to just work forward.
Yes, we're always positive, and we're going to be doing some great vlogs for everybody to watch, so I hope they enjoy them.
I hope so too. Thank you, Spiro. Have a wonderful day. I just thought I'd check in.
Okay, Josh, you too. Say hi to everyone from me. See you soon.
I will do. Bye.
Bye.